So, happy Easter! So our gnome heroes here, Polly, Ferme and Kai, are travelling past this cemetery on their way to the town of Beaverbrook when they notice a shambling figure. Looks very much like possibly the Walking Dead. So we are going to investigate, and they're very aggressive, so it's going to launch straight into a fight with Fantasy Age, a new system to me. So I shall go steady and see how we get on. Now, this is going to be a fight. We can't reason with this guy, so he will roll some initiative, and so will we. So the Walking Dead roll 3d6, and their dexterity is -2. Okay, that is a 10 in total. Now all of our gnomes have a dexterity of 3 each, so Kai 12, 13.15, Polly 16, and Ferme 'yeah, she goes first. So Ferme is our rogue. She will pull out her longbow and she will take aim and fire. So her aim is a minor action. It gives her +1 to her roll, and her major action is her ranged attack. So her dexterity is 3. So that's a total of +4 she'll get, trying to hit the zombie's defense of 8. Yeah, we've done that. And we didn't roll any doubles, so we don't get any stunts. So, with her longbow, she does 1d6 +3 damage. And that's a 9. Take away the armor rating of the Walking Dead, which is a 4. So they lose 5 health points. The arrow thuds into its right hand, let's say arm, and does it a heck of a lot of damage. Now Polly here is going to cast a spell because she is within range. She's going to cast Rock Blast. She's going to spend 4 magic points, and she needs to roll a target number of 12. She gets +2 for her intelligence. That is a 16, so she successfully casts the spell and hits the Walking Dead, which gets a saving throw. And the test is against Polly's spell power, which is 12. So they add 5 their constitution. So they might very well... yeah, they succeed in their test. So it only inflicts d6 penetrating damage. 2, which bounces off their armour, their natural toughness of 4. So that was a waste of 4 magic points. Now it's Kai's turn. She will aim and fire her crossbow, giving her +1 for the aim, +3 for her dexterity, so it's +4 total to try and hit the zombie. That is a double, and we get 6 stunt points. Awesome. Now stunts only count on a successful roll, so we were successful. We beat the target number of 8, and we've got 6 stunt points to play with, as well as our normal damage. So we're going to spend 5 stunt points on Lethal Blow, which inflicts an extra 2d6 damage. So ordinarily the crossbow does 2d6 +1, but now we're doing 4d6 +1. So that's 14 damage, take away 4 for the zombie's armor rating. So it is down to 10 health. It's quite a thwack as the crossbow. Let's say it hit its right leg and dislodged something terribly important, so it's barely able to walk now. The walking dead can move 8 yards, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Now quite slow, but I have decided to use a weak enemy to start off with to break the adventure in gently, and that's all it can really do. Now we really want to take this thing down as quickly as we can, so Ferme is going to fire with her longbow again, using aim to add 1 to the roll, as well as her 3 for her dexterity. 13, 15, 16, that is enough. So she rolls. What does her longbow do? 1d6 plus 3 damage. Take away 4. That is 2 damage in total. So the zombie is hit with an arrow in the right hand again. Not very dramatic, but yeah, it's basically a bit of a pincushion now. And Polly is going to attack with her arcane blast. She is within range, and this does not cost any magic points, so she has to roll to hit. So she adds her 3 dexterity. Yes, I think she can aim with this as well, so she'll add a total of 4. She hits. I should have rolled a stunt die, shouldn't I? But we didn't roll the stunt anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So she rolls d6. That's a 6 plus 2. That's an 8. 8 damage, take away 4. 4 damage as the arcane blast hits the zombie in the left leg. Now Kai is going to go charging in. What's her speed? Speed is 11, 2, 4, 6. Well within range. She attacks with a +4 for her fighting ability. Yep, that's a hit. And her longsword does 2d6 damage. 5, 6, 7. Take away 4. That's 3 damage. She whacks the zombie in the right hand again. However, the zombie is now going to attack with a claw. He gets +1 to hit. 9. That is not enough to beat Kai's defense of 13. And so we go back to the top with Ferme. She will launch in here, going hand to hand. She will. She's got a short sword. She gets +3. She doesn't. She gets +2. Yeah, that's all right. And she rolls d6 +2. 6, 7. Take away 4. We have destroyed the walking dead. So why was this thing here, staggering about in this graveyard? Let's try the Voyager's story cubes, see if we can get ourselves a little plot to find out what's happened. So perhaps the undead are angry because something's been carried off. It's disappeared. That should be here, like some kind of relic. Perhaps because it's been raining, our heroes can spot some tracks running off from a sort of shrine area. This slightly more elaborate or thing here. So they can see that something's been taken from here. And perhaps the person who's taken it was ordered to get it by someone. That's why they've carried it off. Perhaps they've been mind controlled in order to do it, but our heroes don't know that yet. And I don't know about the food. It might crop up later, it might not. But perhaps the person who's ordered the theft of this relic is from a nearby town, perhaps the town of Beaverbrook itself. So perhaps that's where the tracks are leading off to, so we will follow them and find out what awaits us in town. Now, I'm having to use the business end of my Fantasy Age screen because I need some of the charts. I think Polly, with her intelligence of 2, is going to have... She's going to be able to see, because these guys have been running after this guy, she's going to be able to see whether she can discern by the way he's moving about, whether he seems under his own power or under somebody else's. She might be able to notice that. So I'm going to give it an average test difficulty, target number of 11. And I'll give her a +2 for her intelligence. Wow. Yes, she thinks that he's under some kind of mind control by the way he's staggering about and doesn't seem entirely in complete control. It's like something's forcing him on, but he may be trying to fight back in some way. But one way or another, we've got to stop him. Or we could follow him back to the town. So I think that's what we might do. We might follow this guy. I'll use the stats for a cultist because he's sort of under the thrall of somebody. So our crew are just going to keep their distance and follow him back to the town of Beaverbrook. So the thrall brings back the relic to this other cultist, who is the guy who sort of put some terrible mind control or hypnosis over him to get him to steal the relic, knowing that it was possible that he might get attacked by the Walking Dead if he'd done it himself. But this guy got away with the relic without that happening. But one of the Walking Dead did attack our chums over there. Now they see this rendezvous and they're going to need to break it up and get the relic back. Now we don't really want to kill this guy because Polly's aware that he seems to be under some kind of mind control. This guy we're not so fussed. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Now, can we get a round of surprise in? Because this guy has a perception of 2, and all our crew have dexterity of 3. So let's roll his perception. Do an opposed roll. 12. So basically all our crew have to beat 12 in order to not be noticed. So Polly adds 3. 10. She fails. Okay, we lose surprise because we stumble over a bit of rubble here. At least Polly does. And whether the others succeed or not doesn't really matter. Okay, let's roll initiative and see how we get on. Now, both of these cultists have a dexterity of 2, but they also have initiative as one of their dexterity focuses. So that means that they get a +4 each in total. So let's see how they do. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So as they're both the same, in the same creature group really, even though they're NPCs, they both go on a 14. Polly, 15. Kai, 19, 11. No, hang on. 7, 8. Sorry. 8 is for Kai, and Ferme gets +3 as well. Okay. 16, 17, 18. Okay, Ferme goes first. Ferme will take her aim as they prepare for the attack. Ferme will attack with her longbow, getting a +3 and +4 in total from her aiming. Well, that's doubles, so that's good. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Their defense is 12, so she hits, and she gets 4 stunt points because she rolls doubles. So what she can do, she can't actually. She can't do a lightning attack because that takes 3 points, and that will leave her with only 1. I guess she could. Yeah, she will. She can reload her weapon and do a lightning attack. So she'll get 2 attacks this round. So that's not bad at all. So, what does her longbow do? 1d6 plus 3 for this hit. Okay, that's 6 against that guy. He's not wearing any armor, so he loses 6 health. And for her second attack, she adds 3. Wow! Okay, but as we roll doubles, this is her second attack, so we don't get a stunt on this second attack, because it's a special stunt attack anyway. But she definitely hits. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 total. So he goes down to 14. We are hurting this boss, which is good. Now Polly. How near is she? Is she near enough for her arcane blast? 16 yards. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes, she is. She can move here as she's moved. That's her minor action. And her major action is to shoot with her accuracy of 2. 13 total. And that beats their defense of 12. So she rolls d6 plus 2 for damage. 6, 7, 8 damage against the evil baddie here. So he's down to 8 health points. Now it is Kai's turn. She's got her crossbow. She will take aim, giving her a +1, and her accuracy is 1. So she gets +2 in total. That's 15, 16, 17, 18. No, it's not. 11, 12, 13. That beats their defense. And the crossbow does 2d6 plus 1. 6, 7 points of damage. That boss. He's not stupid. He's down to 1 hit point. I think he's going to surrender. Our heroes rush forward. Bows and arcane blasts trained on the enemies, and say, release him from your mind control and return the relic to us. So he's not daft, he's going to do that. He's going to release this guy, who's going to shake his head and say, what the hell am I doing here? And what is this strange relic I'm holding? This character hypnotized you, or used some terrible kind of diabolical mind control to make you do your bidding and steal a sacred relic from the nearby graveyard. He will be outraged and absolutely furious at him, and we shall march this guy back to the town. Well, I think Kai and this guy will march this bloke back to the town after disarming him. And our other 2 heroes, let's split the party, will go back to the graveyard and place the sacred relic back in its place. So our heroes are able to return the relic to the graveyard, and as they all gather eventually, they are able to get someone from the town, from perhaps the local temple, to secure the relic properly so that nobody will steal it again. Because this cultist was probably trying to use the aura from the sacred relic to feed some kind of ghastly, otherworldly creature and bring it into our world. So it was lucky we stopped him, really. Otherwise the undead would have risen from here and the ghastly creature would have come into our dimension or something. So that was just a little bit of Halloween nonsense, starring our gnomes, and a bit of Fantasy Age, a first run out for Fantasy Age. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful Halloween, and I'll see you next time.